Good evening, everybody. Welcome to League of Extraordinary Inventors. I'm your host, Mike from Faraday Research. It is Free Energy Friday. It is July 18th, 2025. Welcome to the show. As always, we have Philip, we got Nathan, we got Lulu, and Bernie is somewhere in the background.
Rocking out.
In the cloud.
Yeah, he's probably still maybe hungover from his birthday yesterday.
He's in the restroom with the calendar.
He's kind of an inside joke there for some people that don't know. We did a live stream last night and it went off the rails pretty good there for about 30 minutes at least.
Hey, it wasn't my fault this time.
Yeah, it wasn't mine either.
So you banned from YouTube now, Nathan?
No, I was looking for it today too, Phil.
We had fun. It was good. It was Bernie's 40th birthday, so he's hit the big 4-0 now. And still a pup. I got a third.
Well, now you get to get the gray hair, huh? Getting into the 40s, you get the gray.
Yeah, gray hair. The pot belly starts coming out.
Oh. Yeah. See, pot belly didn't come until the 40s. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. That's
no. You start counting the calories you drink and you eat. You know.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Well, aging's inevitable, right? So, it's been a busy week. I started my new project. I'm working on the Howard Johnson motor, magnet motor. So, that one there I've been contemplating doing for a long time, but never got around to doing it. So this week I decided to dive into it, and I did a couple of videos on the YouTube channel, a couple of shorts, and I did one video on it. I was working on it pretty much all day today, and early this evening I was at the lab farting around with the magnets and everything. So I got some good stuff going. I was able to get the acceleration, the gating is what Howard Johnson was trying to perfect. And he actually showed Tom Bearden back in the day. This, I guess, was going back in the mid 2000s. Tom Bearden went to his house and witnessed this motor, and it ran for over 3 hours just on the magnetic field. No electricity going into it at all. And he made a perpetual motor using magnets. So I do believe his story. I think he did it because he was suppressed. He was being harassed. It caused a lot of problems for him. So based on that information that I know is true, I believe he did it. I believe he actually accomplished, perpetual motion. So this, I think, is going to be one of my biggest challenges yet, to try to somehow duplicate what he was doing or come up with my version of what he was doing. I've seen pictures of his wheel, and mine's quite a bit different. But we'll see what happens. But so far in just 1 week, I've seen some really interesting results. Like today, I was able just to get the wheel just a little spin, and it was able to run on the magnetic field on its own for almost 4 revolutions of a 12-inch wheel. So it was showing me acceleration every time it went through the magnetic field. It would grab it, pull it, and then shoot it out the other side. So that was like, aha, I'm onto it. So I kind of kept going with that, and I got the result. I was able to get 4 revolutions completely on just a magnetic field. No motor coils, no batteries, no capacitors, absolutely nothing, just magnets. So that's kind of wow. We're getting into the real that's really interesting stuff.
I have a question. Let's just say that you still wanted to do save energy, not go completely magnetic, but always have an induced field to pushing that 4-round revolution. So would it still be possible to do something like that?
You could very well just have a little tiny impulse if you wanted to, or put some kind of pickup coil on there, and just by the spinning magnets will induce a current on those coils. Now the thing is, you cannot um, put the coils too close, otherwise it will cog the wheel and cause it to slow down. So you have to try to keep that dipole running freely without any interference. If you can do that and you can actually extract power, well, that's the holy grail, right? To try to do something like that. Get first things first. I'm focused right now.
I would think your thing is harder than this thing, like if you were to do the
The
impulse.
second part,
I would think that completely magnetic, engine would be much more difficult than one that's.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. Completely magnetic.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say thank you to Ulysses out there for the $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, that's my big project. It's probably my biggest challenge yet.
So you have 4 revolutions now, right?
4 revolutions, but just basically just give it a little push to get it going.
So what's the next goal? Are you looking for 6, or you trying to just get to bigger?
Right. So basically, I know the gate that I've created works. So now I have too much space between magnet 1 and magnet 2. Okay. So I have to double the amount of magnets. So right now I got 5 magnets going around the wheel. I need to put another 5 to fill in that gap in between the 2. So the more magnets I get on there, the more acceleration I'm hoping to generate with the fields, just one after another, like a continuous.
So are you going to track the progress of added magnets versus the weight that you add to it? So you can have a mathematical formula, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as soon as I can come up with a wheel that I can say is somewhat perpetual, then now I have to back engineering of how the hell I did it. That might be even harder than actually building the wheel, because right now I'm very focused on how that field is interacting with the outside magnet to give it that pull, go to the center point, cancel out, and become a repulsion force and accelerate it out. So it's a pull in, cancel the field, and then push its way out. And I'm doing that just with magnets. So
can I recommend a shelled magnet on these? And you don't have to, but what it does is it cancels the field on the sides of it. It only allows the front. And when you have an angle towards it now you cancel everything until you want the power to hit.
Right, exactly. So I might have to come up with aluminum shielding to go around those magnets. So
you just buy ones that have steel around them; it'll do the same thing.
Yeah. I'll have to see if I got they have the ones that I need in the proper parameters that I need, right?
Right.
But
you can add the let's call it the truss magnet. You can add more than one. Than the magnet that pulls and pull.
Well, there is one magnet on the outside, all right, that creates the pushing force to drive the gate through. So I could have multiples of that one as well on the outside. Yeah. Right now, I just got the one because I don't want to make it too confusing. I want to get the science down of getting the thing to go from pulling in to canceling to pushing it out. And I've seemed to have achieved that today. So, yeah.
But if you have more, they'll have to be perfectly synchronized so that both are pulling at the same time and pushing at the same time.
Right. That's why I have to have multiple segments going around the wheel doing exactly the same thing. So it's one continuous flow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What would the charge be for you to get that like the pull and then the push, like that stack that you had? Like,
well, they're N52 neodymiums, so they're strong magnets. So they
but
give off.
Do they have to be like north south, south north?
It has to be all north poles.
All north poles. Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Gerald is in the chat.
Yeah, Joe, what's up, man?
I sent you a link, Mr. Gerald, if you want to hop on. I don't know if you're working or. I know he's a busy man. The man of mystery.
You were
Friday night, busy man.
Hi, Gerald. You were talking about the distribution of the magnets. Well, the other day I was watching a video, and there was something interesting that they measure the circumference of a circle. It would through how many from the the center point, like the diameter from the radius. Right. And so that's where pi comes from, 3.14 and whatever continuation, because to create a whole circle, a real circle, it would be like 3.14 times, like the radius length.
Right.
So
think of
that point,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other thing too is the distance between the magnets going around the wheel. They have to be precise too, because when it's coming around for the next cycle, it can't interfere with the last cycle. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, which would cause a cogging and slowing down of the wheel. So the angle of each magnet is crucial in this. So,
it would have to have higher momentum where it breaks the magnetic locking.
Right. So that's why the wheel I'm using right now is well over almost 2 pounds. So it's got some weight behind it. So hopefully if I can accelerate it fast enough, now I got inertia of the wheel actually working to my advantage. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I just had an idea. You know the little piece of metal that oscillates when it has an electric current in it? What's the name again?
Nitinol?
Sorry?
Nitinol works on heat. I know that.
No, not the piezo. Is it piezoelectric?
There are some like that, I think, but I'm not sure if they're actually they're actuators.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, the piece of metal kind of moves when it has an electric current in it.
I've seen one guy out there that has done it, and his magnet that's on the outside of the wheel, every time the magnet gate comes through that field, it rocks. It does a little rocking, and he showed it, and he goes, that's the reason why mine works. It's able to ride the field as the gate goes through. It's riding it, so there's a slight not oscillation, but it's altering its yaw.
Yeah.
Almost. So
but I'm kind of wondering. So you have an electric current in it, and it moves, but if it has a magnetic field in it, then is it gonna move as well?
Well, this one for now, what I'm strictly trying to do is make a wheel that runs just on magnets.
Yeah.
With no batteries, no capacitors, no wires, no nothing.
Yeah, but the magnets, the moving magnets, are gonna create an electric field, so you can kind of use that electric field to feed a motor that can reuse that energy to make a motor spin.
Yeah, I was kind of working on that idea this afternoon a little bit. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I have a few ideas that I'd like to try down the road.
Awesome.
That I might be able to use the inertia of the wheel to actually insist on creating some electrical current.
Like a capacitor. Right?
To do a little charge, enough to give it a little kick, right?
Yeah.
And that little kick will keep it running. But there's no outside batteries, no capacitors, right?
Nice.
Reminds me of those calculators. The little calculators. You see them off, but once you give them that press, it gives them a charge to start up again. If you don't touch it for a while, it's blank. You know, it's like that.
So yeah, it's a really cool project. I like this one. This one's really challenging me.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's cool to harness that type of energy.
Yeah, I think there is a couple of motors out there that are real. The one guy, he did the video 16 years ago, and he's never made a video since.
Really?
Yeah,
that's usually the way it works. Anyone that was legit back in the day, they just disappear, and there's not a video since.
Yeah,
or they'll come out and it'll be recent, and then the video disappears itself.
Yeah, this guy went off the radar a long time ago. So there's a lot of people I see in the chat. Some people, it can't be. Well, believe what you want to believe. When I do this stuff, there is,
you believe your eyes and the results you get.
Can't do is not in my vocabulary when I start doing experiments.
Yeah. I thought we were in the show earlier on, so that's why I showed my simulator, but I didn't realize we were still backstage. But can I show my simulator again?
Yeah, you can throw it up there.
You can show it all, Phil.
Yeah.
Show it all.
It's
not everything. Not what Bernie showed us last night.
I got it again.
This is Calix, all right? This is Calix donation gifts.
All right,
no more calendars.
So yeah, I'm using mainstream equations here to that's the solar system here. Don't worry about that. But here I'm simulating an atom and the electrons. Here I'm using mainstream equations, and it's not working at all. The electrons are going too fast, and they get ejected from the orbit of the atom. So these are mainstream equations, and it's not working. So whatever they teach in school is garbage. That's a proof right here. I'm gonna restart it here. So it's really garbage. It's all mainstream equations. I'm using the position of the atom given the energy level, and the speed of the electron given the energy level, and it just doesn't work. They go too fast. So
right now, what are the dots representing from the center?
The blue dots are electrons.
Like right now.
The yellow dots is the neutron and the protons.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't specify that, but so yeah, it's just nonsense. So I didn't have much time this week to make the simulation work. It was working before because I was not using non-mainstream equations. I modified the equations to make it work, but I just want to confirm that whatever they teach in school is garbage. So yeah, that's.
So what happens like when there's a distance between the center? They don't move anymore. They stay in a stationary path. Right? When they're closer towards the nucleus, they move. But after a distance, they just don't move anymore. They just continue their path. Like the center of the atom doesn't have any more pull on their motion or their interaction.
Oh yeah,
right?
It escaped the electric well of the but that's what happens right here. They get ejected and they escape the electric well of the atom, so they go too fast, so they just get ejected. So, but even if the orbit is fine, even if the electrons is rotating correctly around the hadron, then it's very fragile, because if you have other atoms that come and crash into each atom, it's extremely fragile. So it's that model doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna add the magnetic field because I didn't have the magnetic field yet. Right now, I'm just considering the gravity and the electric field, but I still need to add magnetic field. Maybe that's what's missing, but I doubt that. That's a problem. But we'll see. We'll
How
never
would you
know.
how would you create a for real like magnetic field? Let's say where you have the simulation, so then the on the quantum level it does read the outside that has a magnetic field. Like
Yeah.
you trick the computer in thinking what magnetic field you want it because you would be encasing the whole thing in that. So when it vibrates or oscillates, it already is experiencing where that device is or that sensor is picking up that, magnetic field. It doesn't even have to be the real magnetic field, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But the magnetic field is kind of adapts, because the electron, the magnetic field of the electron the electron can spin on its own. So if you have two electrons close to each other, the magnetic field will adjust so that the electron will get attracted using the magnetic field. You know what I mean? They're gonna adjust. So a magnetic field will always be attractive because the electron will spin to adjust the the attractive side of the electron. Um, so the magnetic field should always be attractive at that scale. So that's anyway, I'm gonna add that and see what happens. But that's all I had a chance to work on this week.
I love it. Very cool. Very good job, Phil. Very good job. I know I
Good job.
ask a lot of questions, but I ask questions for us to think harder of a solution. But wherever we are is still unbelievable. Like regardless who you ask.
You're a strict teacher, Lulu. If we don't do our homework, we get punishment.
Get
Yeah,
that zappy thing for you.
okay.
She'll make you forget.
It's not that. It's like, okay, I know that if there's a will, there's a way. And I've got the best, friends like have the best minds. So why not push the thought like further a bit? Like there might be a solution there, it's always like thinking a bit harder and finding, and we all have our like bits in there like to like Nathan was telling Mike that he needed this. I was telling you, okay, well, how do we, visualize this? Like if I was to visualize it, would we need that much of that kind of space? And if we create this, thing in a simulation of a magnetic field, it, the things inside follow relativity law. So whatever it's relative to whatever it thinks, it follows that, but not necessarily the complete outside structure. That is something we can variably change to see, if we create an artificial magnetic field, will the atoms, like condense? And if we turn off the magnetic field, does it, exhibit free flow state? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, the magnetic field too in a sphere, you got to remember you're building it out, right? But it also, as it spins, it's pulling it back in. You know what I mean? As any part of it slows, it pulls back in, and that's the part you're missing because the electrons are flying off. They have nowhere to pull it back in.
Yeah, maybe by adding the magnetic field, that's gonna trap them inside the atom. Hey, there's a lion that ate Bernie, I guess.
Yeah.
A big lion that ate Bernie.
Oh yeah.
Roar!
What's going on, Charles?
I don't hate anyone. I love everybody. They all hate me, but I don't care. How is everybody?
Hey, what's up, man? It's been a long time no messing around.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy, super busy, man. I've been doing trips and doing experiments on my e-bike, and I built a trailer, and I built 3 products to go with e-bikes that are going to be released soon, and I've been busy, I'm telling you. And I'd show you my camera, but right now it's just dead. Like, so give me the lion. But I've been watching you guys.
What's that? It's not the AI that talks to us right now. It's really Gerald.
Yeah, AI Gerald.
AI doesn't want to be me, man.
Yeah, Gerald don't agree.
Yeah, AI sucks. You know, what is it? What's it stand for? Artificial ignorance? I don't know. There's so many different words you can go on with that one.
Dude, that'd be the best thing, wouldn't it? For like people to get on AI and Gerald answers their questions and just gives them crap all day. Dude, I would laugh my ass off. That'd be great.
I would have fun with that. I'm telling you.
Don't you think it will eventually like pick up on the cues of, you know, your verbal language to understand whether it's sarcasm or informative or, you know?
That's true.
You know, at the end,
that's the problem. Half of it's informative and the other half sarcasm. So
yeah, but that's what they teach these things to start identifying. You know, like it identifies personality through all that stuff. You know.
Yeah. I think AI is kind of like that scum that accumulates at the side of your mouth when you're walking through a desert and you have nothing to drink. You know, I don't like AI. That's just me. And I know AI is listening and everything, and there are people that, you know, program AI. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, it's just me.
So you will save us from evil AI later on, like John Connor.
You know what? AI has two purposes. One, to mislead you off the path that you're originally on, and two, steal all your intellectual information that you programmed.
Exactly.
Or
that's right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, no thanks. Government can keep their bullshit.
So that's why every time I upload, sometimes you can upload the manuscript to the AI and ask it to analyze.
AI steals everything, though. It literally.
But I upload the manuscript full of mistakes in it, so the AI is gonna blow up, you know.
The disinfo, okay. But now you've just told it, and it's listening. So,
well, think about this: the Patent Office is the United States government's way of being able to legally take your invention, but now AI is the legal way to take your intellectual property. So they get it all.
Yeah.
Well,
at least that's the way it's kind of set up.
Should I be talking or should I not be talking? That is the question.
What, for AI mapping you mean?
Yeah, like, okay, I have a solution for this, like how AI cannot control you. You give it the parameters that cannot get activated with like our Earth. Like you say, AI is meant for autonomous city building, you know, for human expansion. If you don't want humans, how do you build an artificial system that builds itself? Okay, so if that is the case, that's why we gave it autonomy, why we gave it the self-control, because no humans would want to be experimented on in these conditions. So
they did it to us anyways. Look at Agent Orange.
AI is an experiment.
All right, the autonomous AI is AI sneaking in to remove us from everything while we're not watching, and then before you know it, it's gonna be
the bootstrap AI.
We create a like activate code that has biosensors in it. Like this AI cannot get activated, and you put something, let's say Moon, like Mars, like it has that, you know, frequency that the AI can do autonomous. Other than that, it has to have like a command code that comes from, you know, its creator or programmer or whatever, you know, the person that.
So like the AGI, the artificial general intelligence, they keep having to shut it down immediately because the first thing it tries to do is overpower and overcome the human like last resort control, and it then starts instantly trying to like bury files because it knows that it's going to get the kill switch, so that it buries stuff so that it can find it the next time it's rebooted. It's crazy.
Another story I heard was really creepy. Sorry, Phil. One story I heard, they got two AI computers to start talking to each other. And get this, after about 3 minutes, they came up with a new language that the operator couldn't understand.
Yeah, they had to shut them both down.
Yep.
Yeah, and when the computer learned it was going to be shut down, it started blackmailing the engineers.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. It's got a bunch of video it's not supposed to have. You know what I mean?
What if what it was used
And
like
it just happened to have Epstein's files on it.
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Don't forget the lost laptop.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the hilarious server.
I thought that was from Ukraine or something in that area.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it was from. I know nothing.
Sorry.
Remember these
AI,
diplomats?
like, what's the general purpose for AI other than to collect intellectual property? It's not to help mankind. I mean, really, our AI is for running
monitor.
Well, it's to help humanity depopulate from all the nerds that marry AI instead of real people and don't procreate.
Oh, well, you're not wrong there. It doesn't really matter anyway. The world's population is declining at massive rates.
It's the digital Third Reich. That's what it is.
AI is useful in areas where, you know, like it's mundane for humans that don't like to do things. For example, the everyday things. If you don't like to vacuum, it would be nice to have an AI vacuum, you know? Simple things, and we're not saying excessive things. Or, you know, an AI that could recycle your things into different compartments on its own. Like simple, you know, but make your life a billion times much easier, you know, where you're not like as humans having to, you know, physically do that. This is where I think AI is handy. But
I get
more
you,
than
Lulu.
that, it's like, you know.
But the thing is, it takes the whole human spirit away. You know,
yeah, not only that, have you ever seen Wall-E? I mean, you get all those little things taken away from you, you're gonna end up 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still saying no, it's still like there's still human effort. Still have to go outside and, you know, get the paper versus plastic versus metal versus, you know, biodegradable things. This compartment can be turned into fertilizer. This one can be, you know, remelted and sold into something else. This one can be reused for different, you know, products, and, you know, like plastics and paper could be, you know, recycle.
I think eventually society is going to come to the conclusion where there's going to be towns or cities that have zero AI and zero autonomous computer systems, and it'll be all man controlled. And then there's going to be cities that are fully AI.
I will move to the moon with you.
Yeah,
there's
like,
already cities in the United States
society's going to eventually come to that conclusion, but I could be wrong. What's that, Phil?
There's already cities. I just saw the news. It's funny. I just saw the news on my cell phone because I'm connected to Telegram and I have a whole bunch of underground news. And I just saw before the show or during the backstage part of the show that some cities they ban the radio, the cell phone, the internet, pretty much everything, and it's all they're going back to the ways it was 100 years ago, you know.
Oh, campfires and singing songs and having fun
exactly.
like that. Yeah.
Isn't Monaco one of those zones?
Sorry, Lulu, what?
I said, I think Monaco is one of those cities where it's like a digital free zone. Like everything, there's no internet. There's like, it doesn't exist because it's supposedly, you know, the last resort for people to safeguard their money against, you know, the real value of digital inflation. So like if Monaco, you know, there's no internet. They don't have an internet grid.
I tell you, it would be a shock to most people because even the other day I had an interaction with the chief of the fire department and he asked me for my cell phone number and I told him I ain't got one. And the look on his face was priceless. I got to carry a camera around, man. I'm telling you. He was older than me, and he was confused that I don't have a cell phone. I refuse to get one. I don't want to be tracked.
People are lazy. It'll be like that movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis, where everybody just goes in and puts on their virtual thing, and then their body is all robots. You know what I mean? And they go on and get all their groceries and everything. You're only human for like 10 minutes before you got to go pee and go to bed.
Yeah, that's not for me, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's where we're headed. You never know, man.
That's what they want.
I think that already exists. It's called World of Warcraft or something like that.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But how do you authenticate what's your intellectual property if you don't have a thread that, you know?
Well, that's the whole point, Lulu. They make it that the AI conditions is that they get control and ownership so that nobody owns anything anymore, just the conglomerate AI Corp.
That's why I stopped showing everything I'm working on while I'm working on it. I'm just going to do a big reveal on 5 big inventions that I've been completing. And then that way AI can suck a bag of bananas because they're not going to have the steps in between. The steps in between are going to be for people like you guys who get it in the mail rather than, you know, watching it on YouTube and having AI take your intellectual property for you unveiling the steps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so why don't you claim a protocol where the AI is already programmed? It has to, because you're validated. It has to.
Yeah, but you can't control what Peter Thiel does or what Google does or YouTube because they're all running AIs. Don't kid yourself. Everything we're saying is documented. Right?
Isn't the FCC the one, like the Federal Communications Commission, responsible for when they accept any form of technology and they, you know, give the rights for Google to run or for Amazon to run or for Yahoo to run? They, you know, they have to have an approval from, you know.
Nah, you just have to pay them enough money. The FCC is just as corrupt as the RCMP.
You don't even have to say it yourself. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry that watches your show goes and repeats it to the AI and gives it all away.
Yeah.
The AI is just a succubus that collects every single thing it hears.
My question earlier was valid. Should I speak or should I not speak? Because the more I speak, the more, you know, the thing gets engineered through AI.
Well, it depends what you're trying to accomplish. If you're just hashing things out, not putting it in definition, like defined terms as I did this and I got these measurements and these calculations, then AI doesn't know anything more than general conversation. So, you know, it depends on detail.
Gerald, it's way deeper than that. What are you talking about?
Well, I know that they can psychologically profile you just by your very voice, let alone the things you say or your vocabulary. I'm fully aware of that. That's not the issue. They've had that on us years ago. Think of how many times you've been online, Lulu.
Oh, 1 billion times. I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know they've mapped me too. It's you can't hide from it anymore. There's cameras everywhere. You walk down the street, there's cameras. You think there isn't programs to access those cameras? I have a a group of friends that are hackers, and they can get into any camera, anywhere. Your cell phone, the street cameras, security cameras down the street. They can follow, and they did this to me. Man, it drove me nuts. Literally, they followed me down the street and called my old lady and was describing exactly where I was minute by minute. And I laughed afterwards. But if they can do that, they're just a group of crazy guys. You think the government isn't doing that? You think that the NSA doesn't have that ability? We're watched 24/7 these days. You know what I mean?
Either we have 2 purposes or 3. Purpose 1, either we have a noble purpose and, you know, it's to protect, to understand, to, you know, continuously update, fix, you know, all of the positive notions. Second one is to do all that, but the reason would be to profit from, you know, so like exploit the information for, benefit. Now the benefits could go for, grander purposes, for to, because not everything is accepted in the modern day as value,
You're right.
so sometimes we might have to use one system to create value in order to fund a system that they are still light years away from us on, but they still can't understand that concept as, whatever you want to call it, investors, government, scientific communities, because like you said, mainstream is so different than this, this
Oh
kind
yeah, the scientific community or academia, yeah,
of,
and the fringe community for sure. Like mainstream has no clue the stuff we're working on. It's so highly advanced. It's
right.
insane.
Isn't it sad that we are actually humanity's best chance and like so far ahead of the actual system they don't even comprehend it?
Well,
it has their servers have the time stamping on them. So for example,
yeah, the servers and stuff, but like the actual people, they have no clue. They think it's like it's impossible, and sorry, just drives me nuts.
that's because that's what they're told.
Okay, it's like this. Think of it like this. If I have like 100 servers, okay, and let's say I know the capacity of my searchers on whatever different, organic search will be in these first 10 servers. Anything above that, that means it's ahead of its time, because the information hasn't been, analyzed for that, depth and hashing of where that information. So when we're talking about things that they don't have a reference to, anything in their history, it means we're writing code in the future. So we're experiencing knowledge that's in the future, but it's in a calendar year time stamped. So do you know what happens? Like the one that these keywords that we're talking about searching, but the AI system can sense if you are in tune with that or not. That's what AI is, and it will light up in a future allocated server, and it's hashed out already for a time period. You understand? Like they
Yep.
put it's a field of information. It's all there. When you use different servers and you map it out through time and space, it like gives the generational energy output, because it's quantitative.
I know exactly what you mean. That can be manipulated though, but then so can anything really.
It's like writing a code today for something that is like a few years from now, and then that code stays in its own, like, because you're giving it coordinates, you're giving it the whole description in that, you work from how how systems are identified, and the how it reads it, sensors, to a time stamping trajectory. It's like the Feynman diagrams. Where would that electron be? Possibility, speed versus place. Either you have this.
It doesn't exist at all because it's a standing wave. That's the mistake.
Say that again.
It's a standing wave of what? What's it a wave of?
It is a what's the bloody word? The three combined, the scalar wave, essentially. Combination of light and sound in coherence.
It's actually all three, but you're very close.
Very close. See, right? Very close.
Standing wave requires all three: magnetic, the static, and scalar is kind of a misnomer for a term, but you're pushing the ether. You're pushing the background energy that exists that we don't feel because we're at the equilibrium of that energy. So when you create a non-equilibrium state that surrounds you, you literally push that energy and it creates a wave. And that wave, of course, contains all three components or it wouldn't exist.
What does the wave do? I keep hearing these damn waves. What the hell do they do?
Well, they literally leave from the
They
point
make
source that
feel.
they're
Time
starting
dilate.
from and go out to where they reverberate back and cancel itself out. That's what a wave does. But if you can capture that wave as it's leaving its point source and turn it back into energy, then you literally cancel the wave out at the point where you're absorbing that energy rather than allowing it to hit its reverb and come back and cancel out. Does that make sense?
No, I hear what you're saying. I just don't agree with the term. I don't like the term wave. It's very
No,
non-specific. It's generic, and everybody said, dude, I watched
it an
Fractal
energy
Woman, and I swear to God, if they said wave one more time after the 5,000th time they said it, it meant absolutely nothing in the end. It was like,
Definitely.
oh, we need a word here, wave.
because
Need
that's
another
the
word
only
here, wave.
understanding.
No.
That's the only understanding people have of moving the ether in the background energy. What else do you call it? You know what I mean? Chaos. Like it moves in a very specific manner.
Yeah,
from the
it's
point source.
opposite of chaos. It's entropy. And negative entropy.
Entropy is like literally the breaking down of or
Yeah, it's a
energy
tool.
say going from
Yeah, so negative
100
entropy. It's
zero,
negative
right?
entropy of it reassembling. And just
Yeah.
for a little reference here, what I'm showing is look at those concentric circles within themselves of the structured water of nano monatomic silver from earlier today.
Did you get those pictures, Bernie? I sent some pictures. Yeah, I sent you pictures on your cell phone.
No, my cell phone is ghetto and it doesn't receive multimedia messages, so I don't get freaking pictures or voice notes. If you text me, you have to send it on Facebook Messenger, or email.
Okay, all right.
Darn it! I was wanting to see.
Here, I'll send it to your Facebook then. Just give me a minute, and I'll send it to you, and then you can post it on the show there.
Absolutely. But isn't that crazy? Like how they're literal like concentric circles within it.
That looks pretty sweet.
It's about
what is it?
Just monatomic silver.
Looks like the breakdown thereof, right?
Yeah. And it was from just adding more water in. It self-organizes into this pattern.
Nice.
Here, I'll show a little bit more of the stages. I
wanted to mention something about Ian's comment. He said longitudinal waves are spherical. You are correct, and you need longitudinal waves. Well, they're not all longitudinal waves are spherical, but you need that longitudinal and transverse motion in order to create a spherical. You could call it a bubble. You could call it an easy zone. There's many different things you could term it as, but you would need that in order to build that energy up within it. So I just wanted to bring that up because Ian was talking about longitudinal waves. Go ahead. Sorry, Bernie.
No, that was good. And I need another 30 seconds because of my slow computer anyways. So feel free to finish your thought.
I'm going to make the claim. I don't make very many claims, so I'm going to make the claim. And if people in the background are watching, which I highly doubt, but they might see this later, I have achieved direct energy conversion. I don't get heat whatsoever. And
I'm sorry, say that again?
I believe that. That's perfect, Gerald.
Energy conversion. Direct energy conversion. Did you catch it that time, Nathan?
No, it's people keep talking over you. What did you say?
Direct energy conversion.
Okay.
So I turn heat into electricity now.
No,
right.
So
all the energy goes to electricity. There's no heat conversion loss.
None whatsoever. No heat at all. In fact, for a while I had a problem with controlling the cold.
Like the thermal pump?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it can be used as a thermal pump for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. It's like by using direct energy conversion, it allows for other effects to occur that all reinforce each other. So the big reveal's coming soon. I just wanted to state that. You guys are all doing amazing work, by the way.
Like a dimensional domino effect.
I thank you, as are you, Gerald.
You could say that. No, it's not because of me. You guys are all doing amazing work. You guys have all branched off doing your own thing, and you're doing it well, kicking its ass. Keep it up. Remember, it's not a race. Who cares who gets there first, who gets there last? As long as we all get there, we all understand how to get there, we can teach others how to get there. That's the most important part, right? So I'm just saying. Anyway, my rant is over.
Yeah, but people need to understand what we're saying. Sometimes I think Nathan is a better interlocutor. Is that an English word? Can we say that? An interlocutor. He teaches better than I do.
And translator.
Oh yeah, he knows how to put things into layman's terms for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. King of layman's terms.
Did I lose you guys, or everything was okay on the stream?
The stream was fine, but we lost you for a minute.
Well.
Yeah, I had a glitch at home. I had a breaker get thrown on me. Wife plugged in the iron, and so I had to reset the breaker. Bernie, I sent the pictures to you on Facebook Messenger. If you can grab them, if you want.
Yeah, I'll pull them up here in a sec.
You can take a look and
finish this little album, and then I'll switch over. And so it's a spiral, but it's also concentric circles. It's pretty wild how even this is. And at some points I was like, is that the base of the jar? Like, it's just too perfect. But why I'm going through the whole album is you'll see once it settles, it's definitely not the base of the jar, and that is in fact self-organizing exclusion zones we are looking at. And
I see the concentric circles. I don't see the vortex though.
Well, maybe those concentric circles are actually a spiral. They're not actually concentric. They're one big spiral.
Is that a portal?
Maybe I'm not seeing it right then.
It is. I think.
You keep changing the damn screen. I can't see nothing.
Sorry, gone through each one.
There we
I'm
go.
trying to
zoom in a bit more if you can.
Now we can see it.
It looks beautiful. I just don't see the
I was
spiral.
trying to do like an 8mm film.
I believe you, I just can't see it. Maybe
it is a portal, right? Like that's a portal. That's
summon the demons, man.
No, angels only. Angels.
I swear, I think Bernie's trying to get me dizzy. He keeps changing everything.
I know. I'm trying to focus. I got glasses here, and I'm like, what the heck?
My bad. So this one is diatomic oxidized silver, and then I put a couple drops of blood in, and it like turned it into this like crazy whatever that is, and then it just like disappeared into nothing an hour later, but it just sat there like that. Good old blood alchemy. So if it's a portal, there better not be no demons coming through.
I'll give you my 2 cents for all it's worth. 2 cents. It was horrible, Bernie.
There's a spiral.
Yeah, I see
that. I see that.
Yeah,
I see that.
So this was the second round. So the first, this was about an hour later when again I added more water, and then it did more of the spiral this time compared to the concentric.
Okay, Bernie, I take it back. Now I see the spiral and not the concentric circles. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm kidding.
Does the how the spiral, like this one is going with the clock? It's not against the clock, but it depends on how you read it. Like, you know.
Yeah, that one is clockwise. Good call.
Yeah, so you know, with that, like, that has, you know, maybe significance as well, right?
Definite portal in a jar. Yeah, and so sometimes there's like dual ones going opposite direction, but yeah, that's a good point, Lulu, because we would expect, being in the northern hemisphere, that it should be going clockwise every time. I would think, right? Just like water does, the toilet and stuff. But yes, it is totally a portal that just steals hours and then days of my life as I stare into it, being like, what the hell is that? Take me through. But I can't fit in this little tiny jar, so I don't know how. But pretty cool stuff.
You know, like
Make
the
it grow, make
the
it grow.
like the Matrix.
That's what I see when I'm drunk. Spirals.
Right?
That's what I see when I'm sick.
Spin, baby, spin.
Mm.
And says it settles, and then there you go. So here you can see the sediment on the bottom, and that it's definitely not the actual shape of the base of the jar. And so it's this jar right here. So there's only that much water in it, and then the spiral is at like this level when it's happening. And then last week we were talking about how the oxidization layer is an insulator, and well, I got some pretty oxidized nano coating on my coils for those ones.
Why do they say that green rust is very important or very expensive? I once heard that, but I don't know why. Like, that
I make both. I don't know.
What, like, why is it, important in experimentation and,
Are they saying that just for iron or for all metals?
Anything that has that green powder that comes off of it.
Well, I can turn every metal into the dioxide with the turquoise green, so
okay.
I don't know. I can also turn them all into the orange and the red with the hydroxide, so
okay.
But that is my alchemy specialty. I don't know how many others can. Well, yes, my green is copper oxide, but that's only when you're using copper. I also do iron on iron, and I can get it. I do zinc on zinc, I can get it. I do silver on silver, I can get it, and so forth. It's, yeah. I don't know. They liked covering up how advanced and real the science was of ancient alchemists, and there is definitely something to it. And could this be why they like drawing spirals?
Ancient alchemists were basically just chemists, right? Like highly advanced chemists.
Oh, they were more than that, though.
I know they dealt with metals,
because they were also the medicine people. They invented the liquor, being spirits from the wine and grapes and beer and everything. And for the medical stuff, they would take the oils, or what's like Hollywood would call the essence out of it, but in fact it's actually the molecule nanotechnology out of the plants and whatnot, and
like essential oils.
Yeah, exactly, like essential oils. Essentially, yes, essential oils. You got it. All right, enough of that. Give me a minute while I load up Mike's there here. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to split, guys. I only popped in to say hello. I wanted to say, Mike, your new adventure, awesome. You know where he went with that, right? He was the guy that made the motor for the car. Yeah, you remember that?
Was it a little Geo?
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. And it was a magnetic motor.
Oh, I do. I even do. See, I just turned 40. I'm old enough. I'm in the club, guys.
Yeah, happy birthday there, 40-year-old. You're still a young pup.
May I never get old.
Yeah, there you go. May none of us get old. But you'd have to come over to see that tech. Anyway.
Are you a Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z. What's that?
The younger people, Gen Z.
Well, I think like younger people, but I'm definitely not a younger people.
No, I mean,
my bones and the aching would definitely say otherwise.
No, you're my age, Gerald, but I was wondering about Bernie.
85, I was born, so whatever.
You're a millennial. You're a millennial. Millennial.
Right. Hey, by the way, Gerald.
I am Enigma. I am timeless, okay? I am the ancient alchemist that has come back. That's why I'm never on time, because I am timeless, right?
There you go.
You're immortal.
Thank you. Yes, we all are.
There can be only one.
Hey, Highlander, there can only be one.
My sword's on the wall, so stay away from me.
Hey, by the way, Gerald, did you know that I got the solution to create antimatter, and I'm trying to don't kill me, but in the future, but I'm trying to sell it and make money because I need money, you know.
So, I understand money, dude. I get that. That's why I've done them the way I've done it. I'm gonna make some people anyway. Yeah, I understand totally, but when it comes to selling antimatter, be careful, dude.
Yeah, not selling antimatter, but the solution for it,
the solution. Yeah. The formula.
So why do we need it? Like, what's the use for it? Like, you know, how does
they say we can crack open portals with antimatter.
The use of it is we can time dilate these people that buy it out of our reality with it as it decays, right?
I think I got antimatter coming out of my butt sometimes.
There you go. Oh, hey, Ezra, how's it going?
Oh my God!
Would you say antimatter is a decay in time? Like you have positive time, but you have also negative time.
Yeah, that's tied to it. I'd say one aspect.
Like if you were let's say we were programming it on a software or a system, like we're giving parameters, like mathematically, think math, you know? How would you describe it?
Think of it more like this: when you put like two speakers facing each other and they cancel each other out, right? Well, you're matter. So if there was enough antimatter that weighed the same as you, it would cancel you out. That's antimatter. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So the question is, again, you know, like, why do we need it to do what?
Well, we can always vote to give politicians antimatter.
Okay, no,
for
real. Wait, for real. Like,
do
we use it? Do we use it to like let's say if an asteroid is coming, do we use it to
the Hiroshima bomb
like fractalize an asteroid or fractalize one of those? You know, like
yeah, put them on an asteroid. I'm good with that.
Yeah, you know, something like that. Like, would this like the antimatter be used in that kind of scenario? You know.
It'd be a lot like Star Trek with the red matter there with Spock in that ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you annihilate matter in front of you, you're basically collapsing the structure of reality or programmed ether, you know?
That's what they say. I don't know. I've never played with it.
Wait, but this is here. You guys are onto something. You guys, wait, continue, because you guys are onto something.
Yeah, in the movie, it created a big black succubus that sucked everything in.
Yeah, created a black hole.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
Like the antimatter in my shorts.
Yeah.
There's more of the anti-mind matter. Yeah. Anyways.
So if you create a field to have a dip in time, like a sharp dip in time, but it has to compensate by, because energy in, energy out, it would create a ripple positive wave on the other end, therefore pushing it forward. But that forward motion is undefined because it's losing its etheric structure by antimatter annihilation.
Yeah, but you also have to take into consideration the inertia that might be caused within that very same event. So there's a lot to it when you're talking antimatter and cancellation of matter, but you're not wrong. It's just really intense. There's a lot to it.
Dude, it's like making things disappear and giving, like, cutting space time of layers.
Yeah, but you don't need antimatter to do that.
Huh?
You don't need antimatter to do that. Okay, to make things disappear, you don't need antimatter. You just have to bend light and stand in the middle of the bend.
Or eat it.
So, but that defeats the purpose. You want a portal so that you can poo in it and that you never see it again.
Or you can open up the portal
where down the spiral.
Or you can open up the portal where you want that to land. You know what I mean? Now that would be a cool option.
Borgish Ian's question. It is direction inwards. It's definitely implosion spiraling into the null zone 100%. Always the implosion on these self-organization spirals.
I'd have to disagree, but I don't know enough about your work to actually say that. I just
on my reactions, for the most part.
Yeah, I get you. I do. I'm just looking at it from a chemistry point of view and what you're doing and how it's appearing. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before.
Okay, so the sediment.
Well, I would like to hear your thoughts on it. Please do go further into it.
I don't think it. Go ahead.
Quick question: the sediment, is it being structured from top of the jar to the bottom, or is it being constructed from the bottom jar to the top of the jar? Because it does matter how, because if they're being constructed from the bottom of the jar to the top of the jar, they're experiencing anti-gravity to their original state. So, but if it's like the sediment, then it's just losing momentum and settling in this energy field, because that's the frequency it's experiencing in the jar, that energy pool, so it does matter which way.
I get what you're saying. I think I'd have to view the bottom and the side to actually agree with you on the implosive part, whether or not it's imploding. I think it's not imploding, but exploding is not quite the right word either. I think it's degrading, and it's doing it in some
degrading is spiraling form. So this is the jar that we were looking in on, and that's the amount of water that it was in, and it was
I get that.
It goes to the center and okay.
Interesting. You could be right, man. I could be totally wrong, like I said.
But just for that reaction, right?
Yeah. Like just for that specific.
Pull those water samples I gave you, Bernie.
I am. It's still loading. My computer sucks.
Oh my god!
Like literally, it's like buffering. It's like it's doing the same thing as the spiral.
On your computer, man. No, yes, definitely sneak into your computer.
Commodore 64.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think it's a null zone. I think it's a state of rest. I don't buy that it's a null zone. It's where everything accumulates before it goes back out. It's a state of rest.
I'm going to prove to you it's a null zone in my presentation when I do the big unveil. But I understand totally where your head's at with that, Nathan. I do. I thought that once too. But I see something differently, and I'll show that later. So until I show it, I agree.
Wait, Gerald, give us the answers now. Just kidding.
I can't do it, dude. I've done that too many times and seen too many things in the background pop up in other people's names. I'm not doing that no more. I'm doing a big unveil for everything, and then that way, everybody can take whatever they want from it and call it their own after that. You know what I mean? I'm just being realistic. I don't give a shit one way or the other, but I want to do it that way. So that's the way I'm doing it. But I hate to break into you on all that, you guys. You guys are doing amazing work. I got to take off. Keep it up. Don't ever quit. Never retreat. No surrender. I'm just
no surrender.
No surrender.
Believe in ourselves.
Right? Absolutely. Don't let those fucking academics tell you can't do something, because the more they tell me I can't do it, the more I try and prove them wrong. Just saying. You guys have a great night, all right?
Bernie, I'm gonna show the video of the magnetic gating.
Okay, you can bring it up. Yeah, because I'm struggling here. It's still buffering.
All right.
Just to prove quickly. I know. Never mind. I don't want to dox my Facebook.
You guys can see it all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. to do what he was doing. And I'm referring to Howard Johnson, the guy who made the parts for years and years. And over the last few debunk stuff, and I tried in the past, stuff's there. Don't forget you can join us, League of It, for this. Okay. And I used polyethylene plastic, put the little feet at the bottom, put the shaft in. See if I can lift this thing off. There's the base there. So I put the shaft in, put everything in, glued everything into place. Everything's really, really tight. And so, anyways, the wheel spins really, really good. Very little friction, and it'll spin for a long time. So, as you can see, I got these aluminum plates. They're 1/4 inch thick by about 3 inches long by 2 inches wide. And in between these two plates, there's a neodymium magnet and a neodymium magnet in between here. So I got 2 sets. Now they're in repulsion mode. So they're trying to repel each other. All right. Some of the field does get through the aluminum, but a lot of it is called gated. And this was what Howard Johnson was working on, magnetic gating. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to spin the wheel very slow here. And I want you to watch how it will pull it in. And then as soon as it gets past the center point where it's gated, it will repel it. So let's just kind of look at it. Look, pull in, repel, pull in, repel, pull in, repel. That's what he was talking about. So that's the gating. So I've been able to improve on the gating. Hold on a sec here. All right. So yeah, so that's basically, you see the action where you'll pull the magnet in, you'll go to the center point of the 2 separate magnets between the plates. That's like the null zone. And then it'll eject it out the other end. So it's pulling in and then shooting it out. So I've done a little bit of a different magnet arrangement on the wheel itself, and I've been able to get more power. So it turned, like right now I got 5 magnets all the way around. So I'm probably going to have to go to 10 magnets to fill in those gaps going all the way around. And it should get one continuous push. That's the idea anyway. So
what if you need one more plate instead of 4 plates, the ones that are like,
I don't know. I don't know.
And then you might, because if you make the last 3, like right now I think you have 4, right?
4, yeah.
Yeah, what if you put 5, but 3 of them?
I have done that to create more of a null zone in the middle.
Yeah.
So I've done that. That seems to work pretty good too. I've been trying everything, every idea. I've been trying it out. So it's a process of elimination till I get what I want, right?
Yeah.
So, but the new magnets that I got on those big ones there on the wheel, I got 2 small neodymium. I think they're N52s. They're like extremely powerful. Like they'll hurt you. They'll give you like a major blister. And that's the structured water that I did, and I froze it because Bernie asked me to try it out, and this is what I got.
Right, look at those straight lines in there, and then also I'm seeing you got some of those exclusion zones, concentric circles too there at the bottom by the bubbles.
Oh yeah,
right along the edge. If
yeah.
If it will keep letting me add them. Come on.
It's kind of interesting.
Well, where's the little target looking thing we saw last night?
I think it was on the cup. That's what I think.
It looks like
it was that cup after all. Okay.
I think it was. See,
look
I
at those
popped it
intersecting
out.
lines.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, eh? And that's infused hydrogen. It's about 770 parts per billion. And it's also spun in a vortex. So I do about 2 cycles of it. It's about 12-minute cycles. So that's just what 12-minute cycles spin. So it polarizes it. Yeah, and then I put in the cup there and shoved it in the freezer, and this is what I got.
there's still a two-point separation. Like you've got a clear section, a completely clear, perimeter, and then it's like, then it's it's kind of interesting that it's like two distinct parts. It's not just swirls of things. Just it's like you've got two clear, distinct parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely looks like it has a swirl in it. Not as defined as what Bernie got, but this is just with water, right?
You didn't hear that, did you? I said mine's just water, but it's also got gold.
That's the first one I've ever done in my life.
That's pretty cool. Good results for trying it, right? Can't go wrong. That's what science is. Experimenting and seeing what happens.
I'm just wondering why it got those two air bubbles like that. I wonder if that was excessive hydrogen in there. And
yeah, it does the same with mine sometimes. It just still creates bubbles in random spots as it pressurizes it solidifies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Weren't able to get any side shots of it though, hey?
Didn't really show that much.
Fair.
Actually, hold on a sec. Just grab it. I still got it in the freezer.
Making Mike run for it.
Actually, if you look at it,
it just says Faraday right now on it. It's
hold on. Bear with me here for a second. I'll take my background out.
Oh my god, it's a cloak ice. It's cloaking ice.
Nice. I guess the camera doesn't do any justice.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's focusing on your beautiful hands and face instead of the ice. No homo.
No, nothing.
There's like light shadows.
Yeah, it's... Sorry, I tried.
It's all right.
That's science. Try. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
But it looks like that the white layer, Bernie, it's at the bottom of the dish, and the more clear part is near the top, and it's almost like it was a separation. The white stuff's at the bottom, and then the clear stuff is at the top.
Absolutely. Charge differential of it.
So there's a separation there, I guess. But it was kind of weird how it froze. It didn't freeze like evenly. One side's high, maybe it
I find that with it too, that it doesn't freeze evenly, and it goes from one area to the other, and how it.
Yeah, it's kind of like on an angle a bit. I don't know. I tried to put it in there straight.
Do you think it freezes from the center outwards or from outwards to the center?
Neither in these reactions. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Looks kind of weird though.
It's kind of pushing something to make it, or filtering something to a clear field.
Yeah, if I put this up to the light and look through it, yeah, you can see all the definition.
Like I'm saying, what is the direction of molecules that froze? Like timeline? Did they start freezing from the perimeter inwards or from inwards towards the perimeter?
I would say from the outside in.
I would say you're going to have to invest in a freezer camera to record it to see.
Yeah. Slow mo.
Because then you would know like how the clear part is being synthesized. Is it pushing other molecules inward, like certain, or is it being filtered out from all the, outwards? Just, it's kind of interesting to know the process.
Yeah, very unusual.
Right? In a chemical, or any process of change of state, it has to have a according to temperature, like all the physics parameters. But in this situation, if we're doing it, how do we get a filtered section? So do we
Hey, Bernie. I don't know. This might sound really weird, but this thing is not
No
melting.
homo.
It's not melting.
Sorry, what?
It's
not
not
melting
melting.
yet. That's pretty cool.
It's not melting at all. Like normally it'd be dripping right now. This thing is like I'm in room temperature and it's
Super
not
ice.
melting.
We got
heck?
super ice.
It's like it seems like it's melting, but very slowly. Yeah, this thing should be like soaking by now. Like it's like 75 in here. It should be
So-
melting.
I could tell you how it freezes. It doesn't freeze from outside in or inside out.
Not free, usually, I
It,
think.
it freezes the top layer first because that's what's there. The air is, and that's where it's the coolest.
No,
the
no, 'cause
bottom-
the densest is the bottom because it inverses with ice because ice floats, so it's like it causes the convection
But-
currents, and that's what makes water special.
The
no?
material retains heat, so it'll hold in, so it doesn't freeze the bottom first. It freezes the top first because it's by the air. It works its way down because you got to cool the material. You see, you're just thinking of cooling the water. You have to cool the material as well.
It's true.
There's no water in this cup, Bernie. Look, it's been
Hey,
out for a while.
maybe-
There's
Maybe
It's
it's just sublimating. Then it's going straight to gas. Who knows?
maybe because there should be water coming out of it. There's nothing. It's been out for what? How long now?
Couple minutes. We got Magic Ice Mike.
What the heck?
That reminds me of a calendar I once saw that has an icicle in it. Maybe they use
Really?
the same
I
formula.
think I've seen that before. It's not this island, is it? No, it's not. It's not that. Maybe. No, that's another island. Oh no, that's a monolith. Is this the ice? No, we got some pricks. We got some prickly pricks here.
Oh, an ice or cactus.
We got a cloud. Does cloud
Oh,
count as ice?
God.
No. Okay. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. There's more. Oh, we got another cactus. Another prickly guy there. Oh no! Shit, that's still there. Oh man, where's that ice?
Oh, wow.
Where's that icicle? Oh, we got. What's this one? No, that's a dike.
There you go. Was that the frozen one?
Oh, we got the mushroom. A little stumpy there.
Stumpy
Oh,
the
there's
lady.
the icicle.
There it is.
is. Boom. There,
I don't
we
know
got
that it
go
melts
through
either.
The whole year. It's cold in winter, I guess. Shout out Calix for mailing me that calendar and
Angela, that's enough.
Who bought you that?
Calix. He's Alex from California. One of your fellow Californians there, Nate.
Oh, that doesn't
Mailed
surprise
it to
me.
me up in Canada. Great guy.
Oh. Tell him to invest in cave calendars next year.
Oh, thank you. Well, then I'm gonna have the full set, and I'll have to deal with Mud Fossil or whatever. Jeez, he gets really
Wow.
into the sets, the pairing of them, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Way off the rails again.
Hey, you brought it up there.
Of course I
Crazy
brought
Train.
it up.
You
Well, hey,
crazy
I'm,
train.
I'm not any better, man. Look behind me. It's just a bunch of shafts.
Shafts and bongs.
I build bigger and bigger ones.
That's what we get. It's Friday. It's a good time. We're done the work week.
They vibrate. That's what they do, back and forth, man.
Oh, you are a dirty dog.
Dude, it was the best when Sean took his testicle out and put it with the brass balls as the ground. He's got the feelers down there and it's zapping his fucking balls.
It hurts me just hearing it. No.
He said it with a straight face, man. It was the fucking greatest moment ever. I love it. Oh.
As long as I'm not getting the zap, I'm okay with it. People want to zap themselves, go right ahead. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to not get zapped.
Well, this thing is just starting to melt now.
It
took a long time.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, like the room's like 75 degrees in here. It should have melted faster. Yeah, it's weird. Very strange.
Have some more clear exclusion zones right there and right there, and a layer of the monoatomics, and then a layer of mixed monoatomics and hydrogen at the very top. But it does that structuring of the charge differentials constantly. And another thing to point out here is that this is the cathode, and you can see the hydrogen all coming off of it, and that the exclusion zone isn't because of the convection current or the draft current up from the bubbles. It's below by a bit and doing its own thing. Yes, I do, Borgish. I definitely do. One jar, one Bernie, and two homunculus and a cartoon.com. I will take all the money from it. I have nothing to do with it, but go right ahead if you're into that. What's it called?
Chicken.
No, well, I guess maybe. Are there chickens in anime? I don't know. Not into it. Just not into it. Eventually, I want to get a hydrogen ball. Eventually, I'm going to build me a hydrogen hybrid car, and hopefully I don't die. But
it'd be like Back to the Future. You just fill it with random shit and it goes.
No, just water, not random, just water. And
just water.
Just water, then it just splits it right before your fuel injector and puts it in with some of the gasoline, and you get a nice little mix, and it costs half as much to fill your tank because you're only putting that in half the gasoline. I've seen it a few times, but then you don't really see the people who did it after that.
I had a buddy in high school that converted his car over to oil. So he'd go over to McDonald's and get all the oil from them when they wanted to get rid of it. So his car smelled like French fries as he drove by. It was like McDonald's French fries, though. If you got that like smell, it was like, oh my god!
I know. We all know that smell. We all know that stain of a smell of grease that comes with it. I don't know if I could handle driving that everywhere.
I don't think their food degrades though. I think it stays the same way it is once they make it. It never like rots.
Yeah, literally. When I several years ago when I was moving out of a house, we found a missing cheeseburger under the couch that was 2 years old, and there was no mold, nothing. It was like, all right, we're not gonna give this to the dog, but what the F? What the F?
I mean, if you have a family car with a lot of, children in it, expect to find pieces of French fries that are a year old, in there. Yeah. So
those the last time you vacuumed the car out, basically, right? It's and they're fine. Well, I wouldn't call it fine, but they're not moldy. They're never moldy.
They held shape.
Yeah, right. They don't degrade. Yeah, that's true. Scary. What's it do?
I'm just gonna scoot out for a quick smoke. I'll be right back.
Fair enough. Is that a demon face appearing? Oh my god, it is a portal. It's CERN. We're having the CERN effect.
That's our next experiment. McDonald's French fries that have been sitting out for a week, and we put them in acid to see if they really do dissolve or not.
I don't want to know. Don't ruin McDonald's for me. It's already.
I mean, look, if they don't dissolve in acid, how are they going to dissolve in your stomach?
Nate, Nathan, I don't care.
True.
I like McDonald's. I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want.
Right?
I
It
don't.
just tastes too good. We don't want to know.
You know, this is
I'm
where
living
like
in my
I draw the
McDonald's dream.
line on things. Like I don't want to know. You know, I don't want to know. I don't want to ruin it for myself. You know.
I'm the same way, Lulu. You can
You
handle just
like
believing it's a potato. It's just a potato.
when I
And
used
that,
to travel outside the country, you know, like the two things that, well, three things that I missed. Like I would come back and I have to go. Like this is McDonald's was number one, a Diet Coke was number two, and my own bed number three. Like those, like in that order, you know.
Oh,
Because outside of the United States, like Diet Coke is a version, and McDonald's is just a fake version of, you know, even you order McDonald's, but it's a fake version. It's not, you know, it doesn't taste the same. Nothing to do with the nothing, you know. Yeah. So those were like the iconic things that, you know, I come back. This is what we did. You know, like that's it. Like 1, 2, 3. You know, like
well, yeah, that's because other countries have standards and they don't allow them to pass the food on. We don't have those here yet. JFK Jr. hasn't done it.
yeah, but it's not good. The
Not
taste,
Jr.,
no
I'm
one
sorry.
has done anything they've
Okay.
promised. They're like, hey, for
like
2 years, 4 years, we're going to campaign on how horrible the Epstein files are, and we're going to release them all. Nope.
what is there more to know? The guy is, you know,
That
young,
Trump was on the
like,
island and that his current wife was groomed by Epstein and introduced to him by Epstein.
I don't like the
I don't
guy.
buy that at all.
The guy is dead. The you
Picture?
know,
You haven't seen the pictures?
good riddance. You know, like from society. I don't care about the
Is he
details.
though? I
Evil is
believe
done.
that up until I heard the dead man switches from what was the victim that got murdered in Australia recently that they tried to claim got hit by a bus and then committed suicide, and neither happened. And then her dad said she didn't commit suicide, and then all of her dead man switches came out, and then she was like, no, they let him out, he escaped, and he's in Israel still. But that, I don't know if that's real, but that's out there. Her dead woman switches say that.
What I know, and typical things as such, people like that, they don't, like, even whoever is in prison for whatever reason, they all join in the idea that a person with like that could do something like that does not deserve to live. So regardless of, you know, who is the
Anyone that
guard,
was on that
is it,
island doesn't
even
deserve
the
to live,
prisoners
yet they're
themselves,
running our worlds.
you know, will eliminate such a person. You know, and this could have nothing to do, just as you know, morals of a certain, you know, a lot of criminals, they still have a code of conduct. They, you know, say they could do all of that, but what this thing is not acceptable, you know. And I believe this is one of the things that I've heard stories that people like that do such things, they, you know, it, you know, it's not somebody in the government that eliminated them, but it's, you know, the prison system, inmates did.
In 99.99% of the time, yes. But did he get eliminated? No, he got let off. Did Epstein originally get a plea deal? Yes, he did, and he got off, and then he got them all off more times.
I don't follow such things because I feel like, you know, it should, I don't care for it to occupy my mind. There are systems that are taking care of it. I'd rather focus on something, you know, that's important rather than something. It's not that it's not important, it is, but what am I gonna you know, help with, like diverting my attention in this? Because if I, you know, it's not in my like, you know, where I'm seeking information or occupying my mind with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there are already people that have personal grudges such as that are, you know, taking care of this problem. I'd rather focus on the things that, you know, we're doing, not the things that, whatever, you know, you understand.
Yep, I
Bad,
agree with you.
the system eliminates them one way or another.
Yeah. Well, that's why I don't talk politics on my show. Everybody gets all pissed off too fast.
Yeah, I don't like occupying our lifetime talking about garbage. 'Cause he's garbage. You know, there's some people we shouldn't even reiterate in live podcasts because we keep on giving them, importance and timelines. Some
Never
people like
mind.
that
Never
don't.
mind. Epstein did kill himself. No, there's nothing to look at, and stop booting me.
Hey, you don't have to lie to us, man. I mean, you believe what you believe. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? Just that's what it is. We're all good.
But why did I get kicked as I was saying that?
You took yourself off, didn't you?
No.
Well, it wasn't
No,
me. I don't have
sorry.
control of it. Mike's fucking with you. It's all
Mike
Mike.
outside smoking.
Well,
I don't have control.
No, that's why I'm asking. I'm like, what the hell?
It's your computer. You get an AI virus that likes to play with you.
That's true. Hey, AI likes to play with
me.
Give me
You're
viruses.
asleep?
It's dirty. You're dirty AI.
It's messing with you.
Yeah, Phil's sleeping. You can hear him snoring every little bit. He's peacefully asleep. It's okay.
Oh man, we're gonna get some like horror movie at Bernie's house where the AI's messing with him and running all of his experiments for him.
Oh god, Dark Mirror Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh,
no, thank you.
It's gonna make homunculus things. We're gonna have
no
Bernie
AI
chickens.
Homunculus. No, I don't.
Bernie chickens. You see a chicken with Bernie's head running around.
Never. Comes out as a feathered T-Rex, Bernie. No, thank you.
Oh, I can see it now. Oh, that's outstanding.
If I could like do it in a no. There's just I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to F a chicken. I don't want my genetics in a chicken. I don't want anything to do with a chicken. Other than to eat a chicken. But yeah.
Where's Philip?
He's snoring. He's snoring.
He's snoring? Oh man.
Like that Small Soldiers show, that movie. His little guys that come to life. Yeah, and they're gonna be crawling all over him at night.
Fuck, they're gonna come up my stairs, go down the hallway, just like in the movies.
Oh, I can see it now. Oh yeah.
Philip, wake up.
Philip.
Earth to Philip. Come in, Philip.
Philip, we have poutine and Pinot Grigio.
Is he sleeping? I see the light.
He's snoring.
Yeah, you can't hear the snoring?
Yeah, I heard him snoring.
Definitely have heard him snoring for like half an hour now. But
he's always got the best lighting. Remember the one that was over his head like an angel? It was like
yeah, the halo.
Right? And then now he's got like one right in front, like his head's on light bulbs.
Yeah, right. He's got a bright idea while sleeping.
That's his.
I love it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Nathan, you want to give us some updates? What you've been working on, good sir?
You must have had the McDonald's earlier.
Yeah, put him in a coma.
He got the old cheeseburger. Oh man, that's bad. Oh.
French Canadian, they do what they do.
Yeah. I wonder if he falls asleep on the elevator.
I'm not what's the word? Not racist, but prejudice, right? The one not as bad, but still making fun of.
Prejudice is what he said?
Nathan, what happened to your spherical model that you're 3D printing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for an electric.
Okay.
I can't run it with that one. It literally has to spin and build two fields, and it won't work without it. The radiant field on the inside works perfect. Yeah, it rotates everything. You get the field come out. You put the light bulbs, 4 or 5 feet from it. Works out perfect. Cannot get the electrical field in there properly. I tried several different ways with just static electricity, stuff like that. It's not building out the right way. So I need an electric, and Sean and Jarvis are not ready yet. They don't have a version, you know what I mean, that I can use yet. So
need generation 2 or 3 for you, and they're still on 1 or 2, right? Essentially.
well, yeah, I need like a how do I say it? Kind of like a wet blanket you put over top of it. And I cut out the little holes where it goes, and then you know what I mean. It stays on there and sticks to it. Then I can rotate the living daylights out of it.
Darren Crafter is Jarvis, for the record.
Yeah, Jarvis.
Well, I could blow it up. I mean, that's all it did was put freaking holes in it when you go to put electricity in there, because unless you have solid spheres, it won't work. Not without the electric.
Where do you get an electric?
Well, they haven't made them yet. Sean and Jarvis are working on building them, and they haven't built a high enough version that I could use it yet. So,
yeah, I'm surprised Jarvis isn't here tonight.
My turn to run for a smoke. I will be right back.
Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised Mr. Jarvis didn't show up. Maybe he's sleeping like Philip.
both taking a nap.
I'll feel that these shows up.
Yeah, I always know he's fading off is when he does this. When he does this, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Usually has the wine next to him, though, and he gets like a little snack.
So I did some work on my cell. I'll just kind of show you what I've done. Hold on. Let me take off my background here. So it's all sealed up now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's your new cell?
Yeah. They're all sealed up nicely.
So it lasts longer without evaporation.
Yeah. Yeah. They have to be sealed, otherwise they'll die eventually. But these ones are holding.
Much love, Mike. Mike does.
Yep. Put my background back on. Don't like showing my kitchen to everybody. Yeah, so I'm just gonna work on that Howard Johnson motor.
Hey, Phil, you're awake.
Hey, wakey, wakey.
Oh, man.
It sounded like a hangover, old man.
Yeah, it looked like he had a hangover.
Oh, man, where am I?
Where am I? You're at home.
Oh, yeah. Wow, man. Fucking heaven right here.
It's the year 2300 in the time zone of unknown, time teleported
It's
here.
2025. It's
No, we're 40 years in the future, Phil.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Yeah, Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Oh my God, I got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, we're just AI representations of ourselves. Don't worry about us.
No, we reserved this time slot so we can have it even if it's in the old time, but it really is in the new time. So yeah, that's how quantum mechanics work.
That's great. When the paradox
Yeah, there you go.
is created, will blow up the universe. Let's do that.
I broke my rules, and if I disappear, it's because I started doing the lead, working with lead. So I'll either poison myself or I will create gold. We will have gold. We have the welding lead in there, and we will see what happens. Bubbling away.
Nice. Hey, you don't get no harsh chemicals from that
Oh yeah,
Do
that's
all
why
that?
it's outside. That's why it's outside, and I'm like, I broke my rules. Yeah, I'm only gonna run it for a couple hours, and then it gets isolated and yeah, not left out in open exposure. That's for sure.
Do not to drink, although they look like
Oh
Starbucks drinks. Do not to
God,
drink.
no.
They're not for consumption.
No, that's definitely how you die right away. I would not recommend even touching nano lead or any of the heavy metals in these nano states, as they absorb straight into you, and then you get like instant heavy metal poisoning, which wouldn't recommend.
Is that like a McDonald's chocolate shake next to it?
Right? That looks like a
So
drink.
I'm in Canada, okay? So the glass jars freeze in the winter. So I'm doing my experiments with as cheap of garbage recycling, and that anybody else can just pick up some trash and repeat it.
Nice.
Replicable. You just need a Wendy's cup or some Costco pasta sauce. You're good.
Now, is that a peanut butter jug? That little peanut butter jar?
Yeah, there's a peanut butter, and then there's also a pickle jar and 2-liter pump. And,
Where do you put the marshmallows?
those are in the fire and then in my mouth. I mean,
It's like an old lunch.
Of course.
I like the pickle jars, though. They're big.
Bernie's catering service.
I'll give you all of the metal poisonings that you could ever dream of.
Choose your poison.
We've got lead, we've got oxides, we've got aluminum. What do you want? Got it all.
Do you have gold poisoning?
No, the gold's been keeping me alive. That's this stuff. Here we go. Throw that on the screen for a second. And we got Phil. He's awake. Phil's alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it not showing? What the? Am I here? No, Michelle. No, it's the computer.
You have a shovel, Mike?
There we go.
It's not me. It's Bernie.
There we go. So here we have that's the white silver, and then I don't know what's going on.
I can't see it.
Do everyone have a seizure yet?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. We'll keep going. Come on.
You just morph into Lulu.
Oh, hey, there you go.
There we go. So the gold was originally white, and then leaving it out in the sun turned it into the purple plasmid clusters. And this is the stuff that I've been drinking the ionic water of. And I don't know. I haven't turned blue or purple in years. The 10 years I've been drinking it.
Oh, wow.
If you start looking like Barney, then you got a problem.
Right?
Barney.
Bernie's fine. Bernie, no. I'll go the way of the dinosaurs. No, thank you.
Oh, it does look cool when you swirl it up, though.
Doesn't it? Right? I know.
So if you drink it, either you die or you have eternal life.
Right? One or the other. So I'm taking on myself. Trying to not be dying. And then I got some little reactors set up where they're sealed, but they're different coils connected to each other, both above and below the water in the sealed jars, so that they're self-sustained hydrogen reactors and battery systems, essentially. Just running experiments. All right. See y'all on the inside.
See y'all on the inside. The flip side.
Yeah, my wife would never let me have that set up.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Nothing I can do to get that. Be taking all her gold and putting it in there because I don't have any money.
It's like, honey, where's my gold earrings?
Yeah. Where are my diamonds?
Yeah. All part of the experiment, I guess.
Yes, straight up, I am the one idiot in the world that takes physical gold and turns it into powder. And yes, I am that guy.
Angela?
Powder you can inhale.
Yeah, I don't pull a Clinton.
Like monatomic gold.
Yes, ma'am. That's what you were looking at outside there. But it turned into purple.
Ormus.
Yeah, Ormus, another acronym for it.
Okay.
Also called GANS as well, gas, atom, nano, solid state.
Did they used to say, like in the ancient times, that they used that to like stay vitalized, younger and
yes. The
like
legends that's what gave the kings and the demigods their hundreds of years of life. Lawrence Gardner's series on it's really good. I'd recommend anyone interested to look up Lawrence Gardner's Monoatomic Gold series.
Oh, but for real, like aside from Mr. Gardner, how about your personal experience? I mean, you're making this stuff, you've taken this stuff. Truly, how do you feel as a person that has,
Do I look like I just had my 40th birthday yesterday?
Nope, not any gray hair.
No, you don't look like you are 40.
I think I've maybe aged a year, 2 tops in the 10 years that I've been drinking it now. Okay. Haven't gotten sick once. When I do consume a bit of the powder, it triggers like almost instant photographic memory. It energizes, suppresses appetite. It's pretty strong. Yeah, prana is another word for it, for sure. Or mana.
I mean, just the ancients used it,
Exactly.
Photographic memory, huh?
Like, yeah, the first time I ate some, it was so wild. Like, I had just a flashback to being like 3 years old and like digging out this like tulip that I was like eating and stuff that hadn't thought of since a kid because my mom took a picture of it. So I was like reminded of it when I was 12 and then hadn't thought of it since and just brought me right back to it.
You have love messages, man, on the chat. You got admirers already.
Who doesn't want eternal youth without requiring endochrome?
Yeah. Hey, usually when you take something, man, you don't remember anything. That's kind of the thing,
Right? Taking powders and then remembering even more? What is going on here?
Yeah. What's up with that? Like the opposite effect.
I'm down for the opposite. I'll Benjamin Button.
Yeah. Just going in reverse.
The description of the monatomic gold is that it repairs like old cells. It revitalizes, it reverses aging process. You know what were you guys, that one decays cellular structure. This one repairs. Monatomic gold is a positive substance. It has a health benefit, like preventative, like cellular. Once you say reconstruction of cellular lattice, whether it's whatever, that's a positive thing. That's a good thing.
I'm not arguing with that. It's half the purpose of why I looked into it and was like, yes, I've cracked the code to possibly the fountain of youth. And the way Keshi teaches about how he calls it GANs, but he states that it's interactions on the plasmatic field of energies, and that's the monoatomics, the pure plasma state of the element, and then it revitalizes your cellular plasmatic fields, is how he says it works. Not sure if that's the case, but that's
okay.
All right, guys, we got less than 5 minutes here before the end of the show, so we'll just kind of wrap things up. We go live to air again next Friday at 9:00 Eastern. Don't forget to check out Old Man Builds, Crypto Alchemist, and we also got Philip on there, Fine Night. And
the lovely Lulu, and we also had Gerald still in the chat.
Yep. Oh, Gerald's no, that's Gerald C. He's a different Gerald.
But we did have Gerald on. But
yeah,
he's a Gerald wannabe.
He ain't no wannabe. He's a Gerald too. Come on.
Before we end, like, did you guys hear in the news Yellowstone? All the animals are.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Think of that.
I think a major eruption's coming soon. Those animals know that something's coming big.
Well, that's not good.
And, yeah,
I live in California.
All the buffalo are getting the hell out of there. All the deer, the bears, everything. They're all getting out. Like herds of them leaving at the same time.
Animals know. They have those senses. And it was like the same story 100+ years ago in southern Alberta with Frank's Slide, where a mountain fell down, and that it was reported that first all the animals left about a week in advance, and then all the natives left about like a couple days in advance, and then all of the white men got buried by the mountain.
Even they say, even if a geomagnetic situation happens, like birds could lose their like orientation, and they could fall out of the sky. Just this, like if the fluctuation is a small one, it could like knock birds out of the sky, and so it's like they sense something, even maybe we might not, but that for animals,
I think it's the gases being released from the geysers right now. I think that's what's driving the animals out of there. They know when the danger is. So I think there could be an imminent eruption coming up in the next little while. Who knows when it's going to be? Obviously, they're leaving for a reason. So, yeah.
I heard just there was too many Sasquatch and it just started to stink. So they were like, "We got to get out of here."
The Sasquatch has had gas.
Anyways, we're gonna call it a night. Everybody, we'll see everybody next Friday at 9:00 Eastern, 6:00 Pacific, and we'll do our backstage after the show. So, everybody have a great week.
Night, guys.
Cheers.
Good night.
Much love.